Hey guys, it's Richard from diabolotutorials.com. In this tutorial, Hamish and I will show you how to do 4 different types of double stick releases, or more commonly known as Duicides. In order to do these tricks, you'll need to be comfortable with single stick suicides. These are a lot easier and I'd recommend trying to master them on both your left and right sides before attempting to do any Duicides. Check the description in this YouTube video for links to some tutorials that focus on single stick releases on both sides. Okay, there are a few things to consider when doing Duicides. How fast you swing the Diabolo on the string, when you release the sticks, and what position your hands are in when you let go. The weight of your Diabolo. This will make a huge difference in the force you'll need to apply with your hands. The weight of your sticks. The tension of the string should be relatively taut to make it easier when catching the sticks. If you can perfect the force of the swing on the Diabolo, when you release the sticks and your hand positions at the point of release, the sticks will swing around slowly and feel like they're being delivered to your waiting hands. Of course, if the speed of the swing, the timing of your release, or the release points of the hands are imperfect, things will get difficult. I don't think there are any specific rules or theories for these 3 factors. This is pure physics in your hands that you can experiment with. So you're going to have to simply play around with different swing speeds, timing and hand positions until you find perfection. My suggestion is to experiment with swinging the Diabolo slower and faster, releasing the sticks at different times, and also focusing on where your hands are at the release points. Start by swinging the Diabolo to the right in a sun. As the Diabolo approaches 9 o'clock, push your hands down and slightly to the right. This will help the sticks swing around so they can land in your hands easier. Always try to get both sticks to arrive at the same time within your reach, so you're not stretching too far to catch them. Also, I always try to point my thumbs down when catching. Of course, you don't need to do this. You can catch the sticks however you want. But the main reason this technique can be a good idea is because your hands will end up holding the sticks in that normal way. So it's much easier to transition to doing another trick without having to reposition your hands after catching. This tutorial doesn't include a Duicide to the left. That's because with the spin of the Diabolo, it's a much harder trick, but it is still possible. Start by swinging the Diabolo to the right in a sun. As the Diabolo reaches 6 o'clock, let your hands move to the right with the sticks. When the Diabolo is at 9 o'clock, lift both hands up and then release the sticks. After the sticks are released, the right stick should be higher than the left. They should both be horizontal and only floating up a little bit before they start to fall. While the sticks are in the air, quickly swap hands and grab the opposite ones. After you catch them, allow the Diabolo to fall back down to the left while keeping your right hand below your left. Move your hands down to the left to absorb the force of the falling Diabolo. In this position, your hands are crossed with the right behind the left. The simplest exit for this trick is to perform a reverse or dark side throw by pushing your arms away from each other. If you can keep your right hand behind the left, the Diablo will be in a dark side position on the string. Here's a variation I like to perform in order to take advantage of this position. If you're interested in the reverse arm orbit, there's a link to that tutorial in the description field of this video. Of course, there are many options available to you after you catch the sticks. It just depends on how much you want to explore this. Start by swinging the Diabolo to the left. As the Diabolo reaches 6 o'clock, move your hands up. I usually leave my left hand behind the right. Then, when the Diabolo is at about 1 o'clock, quickly swap hands on the sticks. Ideally, the sticks should be pretty still in the air and you shouldn't have to reach too far for them. After you catch the sticks, the Diabolo will be in a dark side position on the string. Allow the Diabolo to swing down by lowering your hands. Then push your hands away from each other to do a dark side throw to exit the trick. If you're not sure how to do a reverse throw from a dark side string position, check the description in this video for a tutorial on reverse catches and throws. Because the Diabolo is in a dark side position on the string after you catch the sticks, you can take advantage of this and exit with a magic knot in order to keep the flow of the Diabolo as it moves in the same direction. To perform this trick, do an inside sun and then a magic knot exit. If you don't know how to do a magic knot, check the links for a tutorial in this video's description. Also, remember that this trick can slow the Diabolo down, so make sure you have enough speed before attempting it. Start by swinging the Diabolo to your right. As the Diabolo reaches 6 o'clock, move your left hand behind your right. Then start lifting both hands up and to the right to absorb the force of the Diabolo's swing. Keep your left hand behind the right and keep lifting both hands. As the Diabolo reaches about 10 or 11 o'clock, let go of both sticks and quickly grab the other sticks while they're in the air floating in front of you. Allow the Diabolo to keep swinging its arc and fall down to your left. The Diabolo will now be in a dark side position on the string. Do a reverse or dark side throw to exit the trick. If you don't know how to do a reverse throw from a dark side string position, check the description in this video for a tutorial on reverse catches and throws. In this variation, you can do a mini Jane exit because the Diabolo is already in the correct dark side position on the string. After you catch the sticks, move both hands back to their normal positions. Point your right stick down towards the Diabolo and then lift your left hand up. let go of the right stick and grab the right string. It would help a lot if you already knew how to do a mini gen before attempting this combination. Here's a nice variation that Hamish does, with an outside sun first and a magic knot exit at the end. In order to exit this trick with a magic knot on the right side, you first need to swing the Diabolo from left to right in an outside sun. This will cross the string over and wrap the Diabolo, thus making it possible to do a magic knot exit later on. Do a stopover trapeze on your left side, then swing the Diabolo back to your right side and perform the double stick release. After you catch the sticks, allow the Diabolo to continue its movement in its arc and drop down past your legs to your right. Then perform a stopover trapeze on your right side, point your right stick to the right and lift your right hand to release the Diabolo in the magic knot. If you're not sure how to do a magic knot, check the description for a link to a tutorial on this trick. Also, if you're not familiar with outside suns, it's probably a good idea just to drill them on their own. In this variation, Hamish does an inside sun first and then the magic knot exit. For this variation, perform an inside sun first by swinging the Diabolo to your right side while pointing your sticks back towards your legs. Then, do the stick releases and catches and allow the Diabolo to drop down and swing past your legs to your right side. Perform a stopover trapeze on your right, point your right stick to the right side and lift your right hand to release the Diabolo in a magic knot. Again, check the description in this video for a link to a tutorial on this trick if you're not familiar with how to do a magic knot. Good luck guys, keep practicing, and as always, let me know if you've got any questions or comments.